G'day, mate, and welcome back to Captain Mystery with me, Jetty. In our last episode, well, we forced Mr. Lackintosh off the island with his cheaper grey market imports. I can't call them counterfeits. I've been informed by the lawyers that I can't call them counterfeits, but they were grey market imported laptops. We forced him off the island by mass producing our own, making sure ours came to market and ours flooded the market so he couldn't introduce his own grey market imports. Yes, let's just put it that way. We'll leave the lawyers to sort out the technicalities. So that means we're out of projects. Which means we need to find a new project, a new mega project, something else to work on. We've worked on food. We've worked on medical. We've worked on the Great Waterfall Belts. We've worked on the general town, and upgraded a lot of production lines. But one thing we haven't worked on yet is the general health of the people. We've made sure they're healthy when they get sick, but we're sort of making them sick. We're producing a lot of air pollution that I'd like to correct. I'd like to fix. I'd like to start scrubbing, all the exhaust from inside the crater. Also, maybe it's time to upgrade a furnace or two, make them a little bit cleaner. But before we get to any of that, I need to ask the very important question, of course. That is, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like early in the video. If you're not happy with the video, didn't enjoy the video, that's all right. I'll leave you with the chimney sweeper to sweep out some of the exhaust stacks. As always, at the start of every episode, I like to thank those that go above and beyond, those that choose to support the channel. And today, I need to thank the wonderful Patreon member, the wonderful Ramphis, who's chosen to become a Patreon member, chosen to support the channel, and chosen to drive this particular big truck here. Yes, he has to go right the way across the island, and he's chosen to drive all the way down to drive all the way back up. It's probably quicker than driving around the outside, but I guess he really doesn't care because I'm paying for the petrol. All right, today, first thing I need to do before we get into, cleaning up the air and doing some scrubbing is I need to deal with this. We don't have a lot of sulfur. In fact, it's going down. Now, it's also going up off at sea and, eventually the ship will depart and it'll bring back some sulfur, but it's going down awfully quickly. I don't like the fact that it's going down awfully quickly, and I'm only running this at a speed of 2, and that can be fixed by, just dragging that all out there. That should definitely solve that problem, so I don't need to know about that alert anymore. Now, we might be done with food and we might be done with medical, but it seems there's a annoying little tag bringing me back. So we need to do one more modification of food, because it seems the belts are, very, very, very much backed up. So we need to burn off the animal feed faster. Now, there's a couple of ways of doing that. The main one being, if I bring up the recipes, is, burning it. Yeah, burning it is probably our best option. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our little boiler here, and we're going to put you here with a friend right there. Yep, and now you have a friend. I think we're going to bring you to there, and you into there. Cool. Now, you guys are going to need a couple of things. First off, exhaust-wise, you're going to need to take the exhaust to this tile, and then this tile. Yeah, and then take the exhaust over and plug that into that exhaust pipe. That should get rid of the exhaust. Next thing is you're going to need water, which has to come from this balancer, which we're going to bring up to height 1 and then just bring over the top, and then plug from there to there and there to there. And I don't need that little bit on the end. Last thing I need to do is obviously I need to take the steam. I need to do something with it. So we're going to bring the steam to here, and then I'm going to bring it over the top and into that little balancer there, because that's where all the steam has to go. And then if I plug you in as well, we should be good to go. So with that done, we should now be able to burn, not just 108 animal feed and a little bit of biomass. Like, this one is a little bit busy burning biomass every now and then, but as we can see, there's not a lot of biomass on this belt. It's mainly burning animal feed. Plus, we should be able to burn another 108 and another 108, except it's being fed by a 200 belt. So obviously, the belt needs to go a little bit faster. That should enable us the ability to burn off, all the animal feed as fast as possible. The catch might be that we're now putting, a guaranteed 1, 2, 3 non-stop into our great steam pipe, plus another potential 4, 5, 6 into a system that, only runs 1, 2, 3 high pressure turbines. With 6 going in and 3 going out, we're definitely going to have a situation where this is going to fill up with steam very, very, very quickly. Or heat, excess steam very quickly. Also, I don't know if we've maxed out that pipe yet, but the best way to know for sure is just double it. Also, I've dumped an awful lot of exhaust in this system. I don't actually know if this system, joins in there, is capable of, burning off all that exhaust fast enough. What I do know is we have an overflow. We have an overflow right here, which is set up to dump any extras exhaust should we have to. Just like we've got one over the back that's designed to dump off any excess CO2 if these guys are full. And we have another system over here, which is also designed to do the exact same thing. Yeah, so it should be fine. And CO2-wise, no, it looks like it's fine. Yeah, you could be a bigger pipe. We're going to make you a bigger pipe just on the principle. Because you guys are currently pretty much full. All right. So with that done, well, we can see we're definitely clearing our bottleneck slowly. But we're not really clearing this belt fast enough. We still have a giant bottleneck right here at like potatoes and corn. There's just too much of it. So I need to get that process through the system faster. So the best way of doing that is do this. Now, in saying that, these guys produce around about 100 animal feed, roughly. It varies a little bit, but if we just call it a rough 100, that is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. I'm burning 300. So hopefully the chickens are eating another 300. They need 15.1 animal feed each, and I have 4, 8, 12, doubled 24 of them, so 24. That's negative, but sure. That's even better. Cool. So in theory, I'm using around about 360-ish animal feed, feeding the animals, and we're burning the rest. So in theory, it should be fine if I just fix the fact that well, I'm probably putting far too much heat in this system and we're not getting rid of it fast enough. So we need to modify things slightly. We're going to do that by putting another one of those on there, and then, nope, not cut, copy. I want to copy everything between about there and there and pop that right there. After I've done that, we're going to just delete everything between there and there. And I'm also going to trim that pipe back a little bit and trim that pipe back a little bit. Cool. With that done, we're going to put one of these on here. Now, the fact that these guys have error messages right now really doesn't matter, because it just means all the excess steam is technically going to go in here. Probably needs a bigger pipe. Probably also needs a bigger pipe. Probably also needs a bigger pipe. It's probably going to be okay. It's probably going to be okay. Maybe going to be okay. So I need to have 3 of these guys, or 4 of these guys. I also need another balancer, because I do like the fact that we're prioritizing where our steam goes, and then plug that into there. So that's the first part. Then I need another one of these plugged in here, and then I need all this put right back to where it was. Now, my problem is, I have, well, 4 pipes, or 4 high pressure turbines here and 4 low pressure turbines here, and I sort of need a 1-for-1 connection. Also need that pipe to go back over there. So I need to, well, remove, well, I wanted that part. Please put that back there and there. I want that gone and that gone. I also want that gone, and that gone. Yeah, because I'm going to want to pipe from you directly to you. Then I want to pipe from you down to ground level. Perfect. Over to here and then into that one. Then I'm going to want to pipe from here to come out of tile at height 1. And then go up to height number 2, and then plug into there. Yep. And then I'm going to want this one to have a pipe that comes out at height 1, and then up to height 2, and then plugs into there. Cool. There we have a direct connection between, well, you to you, and you to you, and you to you, and you to you, because none of this system has an auto balance on. All right, with that built, we should be good to go. Now, another other important factor about our brand new little power turbines are you produce 12 mechanical power. You also produce 12 and 12 and 12. So that's 12, that's 24, that's 48. Okay, 48 plus 6 is, what, 48, 6, 54, plus another 6 is 60. Oh God, you lost your connectors. You're troublesome. Cool. So we're at 48 plus 6 is 54. Plus 6 is 60. Plus 6 is 66. Plus 6 is 72. Technically, on a single mechanical shaft, the longest shaft you can have has a possibility of 72 megawatts worth of mechanical shaftness. We just maxed out this shaft. This is a maxed out shaft from well, burning off excess. Yeah. I also have now made myself another problem. You produce 48 depleted steam, plus 48, plus 48, plus 48, which all flows down this pipe, which flows into here and here, which process 96 each. but we also have this, which is outputting depleted steam, that's also going into the same system that won't process that much. So we're going to have a few areas that we need to fix. So, no reachable terrain designations? Well, I see how it is. Here you go. There you go. Stop complaining. All right. So what I need to do is I need to make some modifications to the system. So because the pipes are blocked up and backed up, obviously we're going to trim the belts because the two are obviously highly connected. So we're going to move this belt and make them go away. And then at the same time, we're going to also remove this pipe. This pipe, which takes the water from the cooling towers and puts it back into, well, the system. Yep, I'm going to put another one of these guys right here. I'm also going to remove that pipe because, well, these two are maxed out with what that is doing. And then we're going to give you your own little dedicated pipe. Aren't you going to be special? Okay, before we get to your little dedicated pipe, can you just move over a little bit? Cool. Move over, please. Thank you. What I need to do is I need to get these belts through. So we're going to run this belt through to here. And then to there. And then we're going to come up to height 2. And then over tile, and then take you straight through to here and back down and plug you back into your belt list. Okay, then your friend is going to follow basically the same route. He's going to come to here, up, slide, turn off shift mode, cool, through to there, through to here, and then through to there. So with my belts moved slightly out of the way, it means I can now put you there. I can make sure that you're going to have steam directly from this guy, and you are going to have water shall now output back into that pipe. Cool. Which means you can then also add your water to the same pipe, and we should be good to go. Except you are going to output with depleted steam, 72 water, plus 72 water, plus 72 water, which is more than 200 water, which means this pipe also needs a small little upgrade. Cool. With that done, in theory, the system shall run better. But now we have so much water in the system, I also need to look at this pipe. This pipe comes out of here at a rate of 200, feeds you at 48, plus you at 48, plus you at 48, plus you at 48, and also technically feeds this system, which can possibly go up to 600. That's an awful lot of water, an awful lot of steam. So I need to upgrade that pipe, probably upgrade that pipe, and possibly also upgrade that pipe whilst we're in the area. Cool. So that should solve that problem. You guys should be able to dump, convert lots of steam back into lots of water, and you guys should be able to burn everything, and you should be able to fill up with heat. Now, there is no option for being having an alert to say when you're full, because I actually care if you're full, not if you're empty. If you're full, maybe we need yet another power plant. But we've just added yet another 15 megawatts to the amount of total free power I have. Yeah, got to remember, all these are at power priority 1, and they're all running flat out, and they're all producing free power, but I have so many generators at power priority 1 that not all of them can run at the same time because we don't consume enough power. Cool. So that solves that problem. There was one other problem I had to fix. Yes, one other problem I had to fix. We went and upgraded all our microchips. Microchips made them go faster, but I have one little pipe here that provides 60 water, and this system, you're the water one. Yep. You use 4 water, that's 8 water, that's 16 water, that's 32 water for the whole system. Double it, that's 64 water. This is our water input at only 48 water. So there's a small problem that it needs just a tiny bit more water. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy that guy, plug it right there, and put our polymer pipe right back, our polymer belt back right where it was. And then the only other thing I need to do is upgrade that, and that. And we can call that good as gold. All right, so that should solve that problem. Everything should run fine now. We'll eventually burn through all the animal feed. We'll eventually have enough sulfur. Everybody should be happy and glorious. And now we can go about cleaning up the air. Cool. All right, we have a couple of things we need to talk about. First off, exhaust. We have an awful lot of exhaust I need to grab, and we can come over here. I have 2 choices when it comes to exhaust. I can either gather the exhaust from a blast furnace Mark II, which outputs 30 when we're using recycled goods, or 36 when we're not using recycled goods. What I'm going to do to make everybody's life easier is I'm going to assume at all times we're using 0 recyclables. In saying that, if we just look at, our input right here, we can see there's an awful lot of recyclables coming in and onto this belt. So chances are we're actually burning mostly recycled goods compared to actual raw goods. Yep. Iron is much the same. Yeah, we can look at the belts and say, look, there's much more recycled goods, or as much recycled goods as raw goods on these belts. So I could probably just work on like a split the difference number, but for the sake of making sure we don't have systems of backup, we're going to work off the the normal numbers. The normal numbers providing we're processing raw materials. Now, I can work on the 30 and 36 for, a Blast Furnace Mark II. Or we could come over to an Arc Furnace Mark II. Now, Arc Furnace Mark II, you see, produces 36. You're like, why would you do that, Chetty? 36 is 36 is 36. Except that is for silicon. For iron, or copper, or glass, it's 12. It also means we're burning graphite. Graphite comes from CO2, which comes from exhaust scrubbing. So we can vastly cut down the amount of exhaust. We can also capture a lot of that exhaust and turn it back into fuel. Also, the arc furnaces are very, very special in the fact that they take in water and output steam. Now, normally you'd use that to, do something with, like feed to farms, etc. But, we have already solved that problem. We solved the farm problem with, one of these. That sort of solved the water issues for all our farms. Now, don't get me wrong, we have some more farms we can turn on, and they're probably going to want more water, but I think we're all right for right now. So, what we need to do is we need to look at which type of furnace we're going to use. I'm thinking as we have power to burn, we're probably going to go with the arc furnace. I like the arc furnace Mark II. Also, it's going to mean less exhaust overall, because 12 is a lot easier to deal with over 36. So, with that little bit of analysis worked out, we need to now work on some brand new numbers. So I have two things I need to deal with on this side of the map. Okay, I'm going to have the furnaces themselves, also the oxygen furnaces. Now the oxygen furnaces output 36 exhaust, and there is no way to clean them up. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of those little guys outputting 36 exhaust each is 432 exhaust. So that's the first number we're going to tie away into the back of our head and remember that number. Okay, second number we need to work out is the actual amount of furnaces. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm going to go with 16. Give myself a little bit of room to expand. Okay, so 16 of them outputting 12 each. Because we're going to assume we're going to use the Arc Furnace Mark II with this recipe here, means that my exhaust output is only 192. So I need 192 plus 432 from this side of the map. So 432 plus 192 equals 624. I have at least a pint worth of exhaust and then some. Okay, so that's the first bit of exhaust we need to gather. There is exhaust over here, but this is being dealt with inside its own internal system, so we're going to ignore that. There is one other thing I need to grab over here, which is going to be some CO2. So I need to drag the CO2, but we'll come back to that. The short answer is, we're going to have 48 CO2 we need to gather here, and we're going to do all our exhaust in one centralized location. All right, next bit of exhaust we need to deal with is plastic. Plastic, we have 4 of these, outputting 24 a piece, which is another 96 exhaust. Can we come in here and add another 96 to our list? Cool. I now have 720 exhaust to deal with. That's getting awfully high, awfully fast. Why are you not full? That's worrying. Yeah, that's worrying. Alerts. Notify me if less than 50%, just on the off chance. All right, glass. I have 4 glass currently. I'm thinking we're going to go with a total of 6. 6 glass at 72, 6 glass at 12 exhaust each is another 72 exhaust. So I'm now to 792 total exhaust. All right, copper. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're going to expand to the right. I'm going to go out to 10. So if I have 10 of them doing 12 each, that's another 120. So we're now up to 912 exhaust. Yay. And then we have these guys. These guys are special because they output 36 exhaust. But I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to account for 6 of them. So we need to add another end. That is at the end. Cool. I need to add another 216. So I have 1,128 exhaust total inside the crater that I sort of need to capture. And I need to deal with. Cool. Technically you output exhaust as well, but we're going to ignore that. That can be vetted. Oh, actually you guys output exhaust. 18 each. We might grab that. We might grab that on the way past. We might not. Probably should grab it. We'll come back to that problem. All right. So I need to grab all the exhaust, and then I need to process it somewhere. And we had, I've lost the number. It was 1128. That was the number. Okay. Then each exhaust scrubber, we have one of these to demonstrate with right here, processes 180 exhaust. So after I have that, I need to process 180 exhaust, which means I need about 6 of these guys. So we're going to come to this corner of the map. This is a good spot to do calculations. 1, 2, 4, 6. We're going to throw a 7th one on, you know, 6 and a half, 6-ish, roughly in that sort of vicinity of exhaust scrubbers. Cool. So for every exhaust scrubber, they're going to output 72 CO2. Now, 72 CO2 is exactly half the amount of CO2 that you consume. So if I have 6 of those guys, I probably need, well, 3 of these guys to match. There. 3 of these guys to match 6 of those guys. I have 6 and a half, we'll call it 7 of these guys. Plus I have the little bit of CO2 that's coming out from our rotary kilns, being another 48. So we might as well just put in 4 of these. So I'm going to have 4 of these consuming all the CO2 from these guys. Cool. That's very, very handy. So that's sort of our starting block. But we're not done. The other interesting thing about the arc furnace is they now consume water and they output low pressure steam. Okay, that's handy. That's handy. That means that we could, you know, make some water to convert it to steam, use the steam to normally run through a desalinator. And we'd put in some amount of low pressure steam and get out some amount of water. And it would be a positive amount of water, and therefore we'd be able to create water. And therefore you'd be able to take that water and, like I said, feed it to a farm. Or feed it to a cooled caster, or something else on the island that requires water. There's a lot of things on the island that require water, but we're inside the crater. Inside the crater, we don't have access to seawater right there to, you know, quickly bring down to run desalinators. And I don't really want to take the steam all the way up to the edge of the crater to bring the water all the way back down. Possibly it'd be less piping, but it's also a giant pain in the butt. So we need to work out some situations. But before we work out some situations, we need to work out exactly how much steam and exactly how much water I have. So I have 6 of these guys. We're planning on 6. Okay. Plus we have 10 for copper. Plus we have 6 for glass. So that's 6, 12, 6, 12, plus another 10. So it's 22. Plus I had, with my 22, I have another 16 for the iron side, so I have 38 of these guys. 38 of these guys that are going to need to have 6 water in and have 6 low pressure steam come out. So multiply by 6. So I have 118 water in and 118 steam out. That's not too bad. But also I have scrubbers. I have, well, these guys are also outputting 24 low pressure steam. And so 118 plus, well, 7 times 24 of them. So I actually have 286 low pressure steam no, that doesn't seem right. 7 times 24 is 168 plus 38 arc furnaces multiplied by 6. 396. Yeah, 396 total steam that I need to deal with. So it's like 400 steam that I need to find something to do with. Yeah, I thought you were getting low on acid. It's not a sulfur problem. Definitely not a sulfur problem. And it's not a water problem because you're fed from Schrodinger's pipe that is always possibly has water in it or possibly never has water in it, but probably has water in it at all times. So where's all your acid going? Acid's going into making glass mix, not terribly fast, and making metric crap tons worth of sulfur before finally going into a microchip build, which also technically needs the same pipes upgraded. Yeah, that'd be important. Cool. You built under a pipe? No, you're not built under a pipe, just. Okay. If I shove you here, and I put a connector there, and then I put a... it's fine. We can jiggle our pipes out of the way. Cool. Can I... No, I want to grab a belt. And there to there. Bring our chlorine. Oh, I can't. Oh. Okay, fine. We can jiggle that pipe as well. Can I just build all that? Also, that's going to have to get an upgrade. It's all these little things that just take you off the current task, you know, of doing deep maths and deep understanding into exactly how we're going to get all the systems to work. Can I get that to go there? Cool. That fixes that. That fixes that. That is your acid. Acid out. That's your water in. And you are not any sort of priorities. You just flow in whichever order you feel like. Okay. Cool. Done. Yes. That feeds into that, which feeds into that, which feeds into that pipe getting upgraded. Because you're doing 72 a piece, which is 210 plus. Cool. That should hopefully fix that problem. I don't really want to do that, but sure, I guess we can upgrade that pipe as well. You and you. Yeah, we might have to look at that further and deeper in the future. All right, back to what I was saying. So we have 396 steam that I need to deal with. Yeah, of all the possible ways to deal with steam, normally this is the most common. This is the most common of dealing with, steam to bank some free water. Now, these guys need 72 water each. Seawater, that is. And they're going to produce 72 clean water for 24 steam in. So they are positive. But on top of that, I need to get them seawater. Now, I do have seawater. I do have plenty of seawater, and we've already run some seawater into the crater. That's not really a problem. But I need to get more seawater in. Now, you guys produce 108 seawater, and I can only fit really 4 to a pipe, which is 432. Now, if I take 432 and I divide it by 72, which is the amount that they use, it means I can put in 6 of them. So I can put in 6 desals very, very easily on a single pipe. Cool. So let's go to here. That is 4, that is 6, that is a single pipe worth of seawater. The problem is I had, how much was it? 396 steam, and we're doing low pressure steam. So that recipe. Cool. Copy, paste. So that means that I need to have 16 of these guys to, consume all the steam, which is not going to be a possibility, not without an awful lot of pipes being run. I think I can get away with 12 of them. Okay, I think I can get that much done. So what's 12 times 24? Big number. Yep. It means I'm going to have 4.5 multiplied by 24 left over. I'm going to have about 808 steam left over, which at the end of the day, I could just vent, and it wouldn't be the end of the world, because hopefully the other systems have made enough positive water that everything is fine. Whew. So I need to plug all this together. In some way, shape, or form. Now, there are some parts of this process that's going to be easy. There are some parts of this process that's going to be difficult. The easy stuff. Let's start with the easy stuff. So the easy stuff is, I have made a lot of smelters. In fact, I have a blueprint for some upgradable smelters, which these are pretty much based exactly on. Which means I know for a fact that I can run a pipe from there to here, and this is going to be my water in for every single furnace. Every single furnace, when it comes to upgrading time, I can just get this pipe, fill it full of water, and plug it in the back of every single furnace after they've been upgraded, after they've been fed graphite, after they've been fully set up and ready to go. So that's the easy part. The other part is these guys. Now, these guys are currently taking their CO2, and they're plumbing it backward to, the exhaust to meet up with the giant chimney in between everybody else. Where in theory, through this plane right here, where all these chimneys take up, I would be taking out the exhaust and bringing, and also taking out the steam that the furnace is going to produce. Yes, in the case of these guys, I need to find a different plane to collect all their exhaust in. So what we're going to do for these guys is, right here above their water for the cool casters, is we're going to run another pipe. Now, the idea of this pipe is this is going to collect our exhaust, and we're going to run it through to here. After we get to here, I have this tile right here, this plane right here, that will be free to collect, exhaust. or anything else. So we're going to run that pipe through there. That should be enough that in the future, when it comes to cut, thank you, grabbing a pipe, I should be able to go from this up to there. And we should get this little U-shaped pipe, which is all I need to collect the exhaust and dump it on a major exhaust trunk line. I still have to get a second pipe through here to get exhaust from this and also the steam, but we'll come back to that problem. That is a future problem. So that's that part done. Relatively, you know, it's planned out at least. I still need to get, well, my water in from wherever I'm going to do scrubbing, which is probably over there. Plus I need to get my exhaust out from, well, this exhaust pipe, plus a secondary exhaust pipe to over there. Plus, I also need to get my steam out from this system over there as well. So there's a couple of pipes that we need to run, a couple of little bits of spaghetti we need to organize, a couple of little, well, logistics that we need to sort out. And I have two choices. I can run through here and sort of collect things along the way, or we can run out to the front where I do have a decent amount of room, and I do have an awful lot of room, well, potentially under these bridges. I have room for, well, 1, 2, 3, plus above, 4, plus this one, 5. I have room for at least 5 connections. I also technically have 3 belts that were full of rock when we were mining out, well, everything inside the crater, that are now much less full. So I could possibly also, well, remove one of those belts. I think I could remove one of those belts fairly easily. Also have a low supply of electronics too. I think we can fix that by going build you plus build you. Plus once you're done, I think I'm gonna have to upgrade that belt at the very minimum. I can upgrade you, I can build you, helps if you have an output. I can upgrade you, and I will need to, what do you consume? You consume 12. So after 1, 2, 3, 4 of you, 1, 2, 3, all those belts should be on the next tier. And you also consume 12 PCBs. So again, 2, 3. Yeah, they should be on the next tier up as well. As should, wrong button. The poly should also be on the next tier. Cool, that should fix that problem. And you're doing 12, 24, 48, 96. Yeah, we're below a 200 belt for the output. Okay, that should solve that problem. It looks like it. All right, so our plan. Our plan is we need to stitch all this together in some way that makes sense. And I think the best place for us to start, because we're most of the way through the episode, we've just worked out the maths so far, is we're going to start with the thermal desalinators. I need to get seawater. Now, we already know I can run 6 of these off a single pipe of seawater. So step number 1 is find some seawater. The good news is we tend to keep the seawater up here. Now, I already have the Jetty patented pump dump system, which we're just going to copy and paste to here. Now, this already comes with a brine pipe, and I have 24. 24 brine multiplied by 12 of these in total, which is 288 brine I need to deal with. As each one of the dumps dumps 60 a piece, I'm going to need about 5 of them, roughly. I can probably get away with a little bit less. We will see. On top of that, I already have a brine pipe coming up here that maybe I can tap into. I don't know how full it is. The fact that these guys sometimes have a gap in their output means it's not quite 100% full, but it's got some amount of material on it. So I don't know if I can use that. What I do know is if I bring you through to here, can I bring you through to there? And then I bring you up to height 2, I can run a pipe across the front of this build. And then a long time ago, many episodes ago, when we first put in this whole bit of infrastructure, I left a single pipe buried under there. Build, please. Cool. That single pipe buried under there goes all the way down to the inside of the crater. At the same time, I need to get 1, 2, 3, 4 more of these guys, because we're going to need 2 lots. And I need to have you... No, don't do that. Go to there. Thank you. And then you're going to go there, and you're going to go there, and you're going to go there. And can I build all of that, please, without that bit on the end? And I'm going to take you, because I think I'm all out of brine dump pipes at this point. Run you over the top. and there's a tiny little pipe in there that I'd like to plug into. Okay, if I plug into that, and then I build, well, U4, plus I build U, and U, we should have 2 pipes full of seawater. Now, unfortunately, with nothing connected to the other end, they're not going to pump the seawater, but that's besides the point. It's the thought that counts. So we should have seawater in. Oh, no, we have seawater. We have seawater. Cool. Why can tank? Oh, because no. You're not meant to traverse this at all. Yes, somebody else is meant to do this. All that for 11 fuel. Cool. All right. So with those 2 done, I should have this plugged in and this plugged in. No, I need to actually build this end. Cool. With this end built, this pipe comes down here. Do not judge my spaghetti. It's perfectly fine. And then pops over here. And then pops over there. And then gets to here. Once it gets to here, it pops down to here. At which point, I need to get it, well, down and into this corner. And I think in this corner is not a bad spot to sort of process everything. And in fact, I think I'm going to put you guys over here as sort of our starting block. All right. So first step is I need to get you to jump over the top and highest, lowest, lowest. Okay. Can I just get you to move forward a little bit? Okay, try again. Can you... I was going the wrong way, but... No, you don't want to go any lower? Okay, I sort of want you to go down as fast as possible. Alright, so that's 1. And then I'm going to let the game decide how the hell do I get a pipe to there. Okay, I accept. I still accept. Okay, we're gonna put you there. I need to run this all the way down. Why are you doing that? Okay, maybe remove that bit. There we go. Okay, so you want to come down just afterwards. All right, we're gonna come to here. I need to keep this pipe as low as possible because I want to get the other pipe over the top. I want to try and keep this very, very compact as we work our way down the crater because I have a small problem. My small problem is, well, this section we're coming up to. It's a little bit of a nightmare because the ground's not exactly dead smooth. Some diggy boys might have got a little bit lazy as they worked their way through this area. Yeah, and I still want to make sure that I can try and get the other pipe over the top. Yeah, there it works, and there, and there, and come on. All the way to the bottom we go. There, and there, and then can you just pop out a little bit and pop over there. Okay. All right, with that done, can I get the other pipe down here as well? Good question, Jody. Okay, so first thing I want to do is I want to take it to max height. And then every single time this drops, we're just going to click, which looks like it's going to be exact. Can I just turn on shift? You don't want to turn on shift, mate. You don't want to toggle it for me. Okay. It looks like every single time I put it above the other one, except for now. Okay, now shift mode stays on. Sure. Height 2? Oh, you can come down to height 2. Okay. Height 2. Height 2. Height 2. Okay, we've got a system that works. Height 2. Height 2. There. Yeah. Height 3. Is that a mess? Come on, I saw you. Whatever, I don't care. Anywhere here. Anywhere here. Hello? Okay. There. Come on. Again, I saw you. Yeah. This one's just gonna be a little bit messy, okay? It's fine. No, okay, it's not fine. There, and there. Okay, after we get to here, can you come out one tile and plug to there? All right. So I have 2 seawater pipes. That is step definitely number 1. Step number 2 is I need to organize this stuff. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to take you, plug you hard up against you, and then I think I'm reasonably happy with these guys about here. Okay. I don't have anything earmarked for this space, but wasting it is wasting it. So let's not waste it. Okay, we're going to bring pipe number 1. Pipe number 1 is going to go to here. I'm going to give myself some room because we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, with that done, I'm going to copy that whole lot and plug you there, which is going to do the next 6. Then we're going to take this pipe. We're going to run it over the top or on the ground. Maybe on the ground. Maybe we try and keep everything flat as possible because I'm going to probably have to run. That's the tech tree. I don't want to see the tech tree. I'm going to probably have to run other things over the top of this. There to there to there to there. Cool. It's not. You were just connected. Okay. All right. Let's build that. So that should give us seawater in. Is there seawater on these pipes? There is. There is. There is. Okay. So that should give us seawater in. Okay. Seawater in step number 1. Step number 2 is clean water out. Let's go with clean water out. It's also 72. I don't need that up. So it's also 72 out, which means it's 432 after 6 of them, which means, again, we're going to go 1, we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're just going to take the whole thing and duplicate it. And then we're going to have 2 pipes coming out. Okay. So that's possibly 2 clean waters. It's not any clean water until you actually get steam to the system, but in theory, that could possibly give us clean water. All right, on top of that, I need to deal with brine. Brine, we're going to run a bigger pipe at height 1 right over the top. Okay. Ooh. What is it? It was 24 times 12. 288. Okay, I can't really run a blue pipe. So it's going to have to be a red pipe. And we're going to run that there. Okay, what I want to do, just to try and change things up, just to try and make sure the system is a little bit more readable, is going to use little pipes. Little pipes to hook up the brine. I could use big fat ones, as we've been doing. But anytime I can use a smaller pipe or something in a complicated build, I like to. It just, I think, in my opinion, makes it a little bit more readable. Okay, apart from the end. The end has to have a big one on there because that way you don't have a silly joint right at the end. Yep. Okay, so that's going to be our brine. And that should be that done. All right. Steam in, I don't know. I don't know where steam in is coming from currently. So we'll come back to that problem. All right. Next thing we're going to do is, you go there, is you produce steam. So you guys produce steam from exhaust. So I need to put you guys somewhere. And I'm thinking right here seems like a good spot. Because you guys are going to need clean water in. Plus you're going to give me a whole bunch of exhaust, which we're going to have to bring in exhaust. Well, you need to bring in exhaust. Plus you're going to have to bring in steam. So I have to have all the steam collected from everywhere here, brought to one sort of spot. Go through some sort of awesome balancing system. No idea what the hell that's going to look like. And after I've done that, I'm also going to have to balance these exhausts. You're not an important box, are you? No, not really, because you're going to move. We'll worry about moving you later. Yeah, I'm going to need to bring... So you have to balance the steam here before running into these systems. Balance the exhaust before running into these systems. And have potential overflows of both. It's going to be simple. It's going to be not a brain. No brainer. It'll be dead easy. All right, one thing I do need to do is I need to put in a tank. Just a little tank, nothing too over the top. What am I kidding? Can I just get a normal sized tank? Yep. I'm going to plug that in there and that in there. Okay, it's a lot more in than out, but that's fine. I need to make sure we have plenty of water. I also need to make sure you guys have water. So, no. We're going to, again, differentiate builds by making sure that you have a little blue pipe that we're going to run right the way through here. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th, and the 7th one. And if I decide to duplicate you, you're in the way. Cool. Can I just slice that off, just on the off chance? And we'll bring you out to there. Okay. All right. So that'll be water into our exhaust system. On top of that, can I get you built? Can I set you to water? Can I drag that up a little bit because you're gonna have to be primed? I also need to collect the sulfur. Okay. So very quickly, sulfur. Sulfur. Cool. Is going to come flat one tile, and then up to height 1, and then go this way. And we're just going to deposit it right here for now. I do need to, when it comes to sulfur, dump it somewhere. Oh, shelf. And you know what? Copy. Just give me that bit. Cool. And paste. Done. All right. I will need to collect the sulfur, and I will need to do something with sulfur. 8 workers apiece, 6 of them. I think I just ran out of workers by like 2. Okay. We will need to collect the sulfur and do something with it. Also, it looks like I need to have more sand. Upgrade. Oh yeah, I definitely left room to expand this build. Totally. Good job, past duty. Alright, we might have to expand that between episodes. And low supply of limestone. Can I find you a new friend? You. Can I... and apply a new friend here? Please do not take KE. Cool. KE is still being punished. But I think we're going to leave this episode here. We've got, well, some bare bones done. I still need to plug in these. I still need to, well, plug in these. Still need to work out how we're going to get all the exhaust over here. Also, all the steam. Then take all the clean water back. Exhaust scrubbing is simple as a concept, but complicated when you actually get into, well, the guts of it. But we'll come back to that in the next episode. Either way, like I said, I'm going to leave this episode here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you in the very next video. All right, bye.